Okay, ooh, what's he gonna do?
Bishop c5 takes f2.
Yes, got him. Oh, man.
Knight f6 to e4.
Oh, alright, I'll finish this game later. So for this example, we need to find the missing angle to the nearest hundredth of a degree. So here's our angle, so let's just label our sides. We have opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent. So with respect to this angle, we have sides adjacent and hypotenuse, so we're going to use our cosine trig function. So cosine of some angle would be adjacent over hypotenuse. So the cosine of some angle will give us 13 over 18. So to figure that out, we're going to use the inverse of cosine. So we're going to want to put this into our calculator, and that will give us the angle. So let's go over here to our calculator. You want to make sure you're in degree mode. So if you're not in degree mode, make sure you change that. And we're going to hit second cosine, and then we could put 13 over 18 into the calculator. And that gives us 43.76 degrees. So we're rounding to our nearest hundredth of a degree. So x equals 43 and 76 hundredths degrees. So our answer was 43 and 76 hundredths of a degree. So that means we have 43 full degrees and 76 hundredths of a degree. In this problem, we're expressing the answer as a decimal, but this is not as exact as it could be. We could express our answer in what is called degrees, minutes, seconds. So a degree is divided into 60 parts called minutes. The minutes are further divided into 60 parts called seconds. And we use specific symbols when dealing with degrees, minutes, and seconds. Obviously, the degree symbol you know. If we're using the symbol for minutes, it looks like this, and the seconds would look like that. So it would just be two of them. So our calculator will actually do all the work for us when converting to degrees, minutes, and seconds. So if we're going to take a look at that example we did earlier where we found the angle to be 43 degrees and 76 hundredths. So we're going to do the same thing. So before in our calculator we did second cosine, or the inverse of cosine, and 13 over 18. So we'll do that same exact thing. So second cosine, 13 divided by 18. And that's going to give us our answer before that we got, so 43 degrees and 76 hundredths. Now if we convert this over to degrees, minutes, and seconds, what we're going to hit in our calculator is second apps. And then we're going to scroll down to number 4, which is DMS, and obviously that stands for degrees, minutes, seconds. Hit enter, and then hit enter again. And now it converts it over to us for 43 degrees, 45 minutes, and about 42 seconds. Now what if we were asked to round to the nearest minute? Okay, so we're going to take a look at this nice little Metz clock down here. And the halfway point would be 30 seconds. So what do we have? We have about 42 seconds, and if we want to round to the nearest minute, well, anything that is above the halfway point, in this case halfway would be 30 seconds, so anything greater than or equal to 30 seconds is going to round up. Anything less than 30 seconds would round down. So in this case we're above the halfway point, we're above 30 seconds. So our answer would be 43 degrees, 46 minutes. That would be rounded to the nearest minute. So we'll take a look at two more examples here. So we need to find the measure of the angle to the nearest second. So here's our angle. That means we have opposite and adjacent. So we're going to use tangent. Tangent of some angle equals opposite over adjacent. So 25 divided by 25. So in our calculator, we're going to hit, since we're looking for the angle, we'll hit second tangent and 25 divided by 25, or you could have just put inverse tan of 1. And that gives us 45. Since our answer is 45 degrees with no decimal, we don't need to necessarily convert over to degrees, minutes, and seconds because our answer will just be 45 degrees. But if we did, we'd hit second, apps, go down to number 4, hit enter, and our answer is 45 degrees, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. We have adjacent and hypotenuse. So that deals with cosine. Cosine of some angle equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Since we're solving for the angle, we do inverse of cosine, and then we'd put 12 over 15 into our calculator, and that would give us the angle. So we'll come over here to the calculator. Second cosine, 12 divided by 15. Okay, now we're going to want to hit second apps and go down to number 4, DMS, hit enter, enter. Okay, so our answer is 36 degrees, 52 minutes, and 11.6 seconds, so that is going to round up to 12 seconds. So this last example, I'll let you try on your own. So if you want to pause it and try it on your own, you could do that. But if you do it correctly, the answer should be 33 degrees, 41 minutes, and 24 seconds. Sometimes we might have to evaluate trig functions without the triangle. So we would have to be able to put the symbols into our calculator. So for example, sine of 37 degrees and 20 minutes, we need to just be able to put that in our calculator. So I'll show you where those symbols are. So we're going to hit sine 37, and then to get the degree symbol, go to second apps. It's the first one, hit enter. Then 20 minutes, so second apps, it is the second one, and close the parentheses and hit enter. So our answer would be 0.6065 since we're rounding 4 decimal places. Okay. The second symbol is the only one that's not in second apps. You'll notice we just have degrees, we just have minutes. Seconds is found elsewhere. So we'll do an example that has that. So let's take a look at number 2 here. So cosine of 12 degrees, so second apps, hit the degree symbol, 10 minutes, second apps, number 2, hit enter, and 33 seconds. Okay, so the second symbol is found by the plus sign over here. We're going to need to hit alpha plus, close the parentheses, and then hit enter. So that would be our answer. So I'll give you a second to try these other two. So 1 and 3. The answer to 1 is 0.4176, and the answer to 3 is 0.6799. Okay, and that's pretty much it dealing with degrees, minutes, and seconds.